Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Murray State Sports. As always, I'm Mike Hall.
And I'm Corey Sharber. In Murray State Sports this last week, the Racers football team may have developed a little momentum with a 24-17 win over the East Illinois Panthers at Roy Story Center. Preston Rice threw for 3 touchdowns and a total of 274 yards. The team started out hot in the first quarter, but were playing catch-up at the start of the second half. And catch-up they did. Following careful play of Rice and strong defensive efforts, the team came out with the dub. They fought the whole game and deserved it. Following this impressive performance, senior defensive back TJ Warren was named OVC Player of the Week. The Racer football team stands at a record of 3-3.
Our Racer soccer team has just been on fire lately. They played 2 matches this last weekend. On Friday the 4th, the Racers played in their first OVC road match against the Moorhead Eagles. The team won the match with a final score of 2-1 after a nail-biting second half where junior Izzy Heckman scored a dramatic goal in the 90th minute. Following this, Heckman landed the OVC Player of the Week. The Racers also played on Sunday the 6th against the Eastern Kentucky Colonels. This game was a long one, going into 2 overtimes when in the 100th minute, Simone Cooper had a header that found its way into the back of the net. The Racers soccer team holds an 8-5 record, remaining 5-0 in the OVC.
Murray State Volleyball had a busy weekend as well, playing 2 matches over the weekend, which began their OVC play at Racer Arena. They hosted a UT Martin Skyhawks on Friday the 4th. They won this match with a final score of 3-0. The Racers played hard and were happy to start out the first home match with a win. They also hosted the Southeast Missouri State Redhawks on Saturday night. Unfortunately, the Racers suffered their first OVC loss with a final score of 3-0. However, Rachel Gastino received her 3rd OVC Offensive Player of the Week award, and there were a lot of good things happening with this team.
Former Murray State star turned Memphis Grizzly, John Morant had his first preseason game and his debut for the Grizzlies as well as the world. They were playing abroad, and Morant dazzled the fans with a 10-point, 7-assist game that showed the league that he is here to play. Now, Corey, this last weekend had a lot of big moments for Murray State. We had the football win. We had a couple crazy soccer wins, both of them, one of them being an overtime, one of them being a last-second goal, and the volleyball team's been fighting as well. What do you have to say about our Racer athletics?
Well, first off, with John Morant, like you just mentioned, it'll be the first time anyone in the history of America that will actually watch the Memphis Grizzlies for one. But also, I think the most impressive thing from this whole weekend, honestly, was the soccer team. I mean, having to, go straight to the end.
Absolutely.
Scoring a goal in the 100th minute, you're already drained by really the 80th minute. Yeah. For you to muster up all that energy to go out there and compete at that level.
And not just a normal goal either. A header off the corner in second overtime. That's pretty impressive. And we got to talk about Heckman's play in the game beforehand, because I watched the highlight and she got stuck in the midfield, fought her way, dribbled all the way across the field to one side, came all the way across back the field, and then scored the goal in the 90th minute, last minute of the game.
It's crazy how, the team went from scoring 15 goals across 3 games and then having these crazy head-to-head matchups like they've been having
Very
recently.
tight.
Yeah.
And then the volleyball team's looking pretty good too. They're just now really taking off with their conference play, and I think that we're going to see a lot of success for that team in the conference this year. Yeah,
they're finally getting ready to find their footing, and hopefully people will go to the arena. They have that massive arena, and nobody shows up for the game.
Yeah, it's kind of sitting there vacant, and unless they're playing in it, which is kind of sad. Like, you wish the university could use that space for other things besides just that. But
it's a nice court, though.
Maybe put a parking lot in the middle. Who knows?
Well.
No, but the football team, though, getting a win this last weekend, 24-17, and it was an impressive game too. They really fought.
Like every week, Rice has a solid game. It seems like the team finally put the right pieces together and came out on top. Hopefully, they can keep this up going forward. But who knows, man?
Yeah.
Anyway, that'll do for this week's sports section here on MSU Tonight. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more MSU Tonight.